For us, comfort is sharing some of Simon's story, going back and thinking about the time that we spent together.
I like to look at the pictures and thinking about funny times that we had. I want to keep his memory alive.
Simon was kind, caring, intelligent.
He loved his family and his friends. He was a very talented kid. He had a lot of interests. He was into cooking and he loved music. He played multiple instruments.
Simon loved the outdoors. He loved to go camping. He loved spending time with his friends at camp.
He was on this 40-plus day trip that went through Canada and Alaska, and we received a call from him, and he told us he was having the time of his life. It was the best thing he had done, and he was super happy. Simon was on a hike in a glacier in Alaska and had a medical emergency. And they presumed it was a cardiac issue. Being where they were, the resources were kind of limited. They did perform CPR. That really wasn't working. So they talked about doing a life flight, to get him to a hospital. But unfortunately, they determined that, because they would have to move him, they would have to stop CPR. And there just was no way to do it. And that's pretty much what we know. The goal is to make sure that we can do whatever we can to turn a tragedy like this into something that can help other people. It's just so important that everybody knows how to help somebody else, because if you don't have the CPR and you don't have the AEDs, that 9 out of 10 becomes 10 out of 10. They happen anywhere, at work, at home.
I'm Sammy Mirkes, and I'm Simon's sister. I'm volunteering to do the heart walk because it's really important for other people to learn CPR because it can help save a life.
A lot of changes have happened since Simon's passing. Personally, we have all gotten screened, and we will continue to do that. I've gotten my staff all certified in CPR. I work at a school, but the skill that you're going to learn, you're most likely going to use it on a loved one.
Tamarack Camps has made a lot of changes since what's happened to Simon, especially related to cardiac health and safety. They made sure that every bus that the camper trips go on has an AED. They also offered CPR training to their 400-plus staff. And they also created what they call the Kindness Day at camp in memory of Simon.
I want people to remember my brother as a kind friend. He really cared about his family and his friends and everyone.
If one person learns or if one person saves a life, then we're not only saving that life, but we're also spreading a little bit of Simon.
And ultimately, that's what he would want.